So while they take a break in the room, we are not stopping our coverage here on lions.com.au. I'm now joined by one of the young stars of the Brisbane Lions, Harris Andrews. There's a little bit of a height difference, as I'm sure there is with most people you chat to, Harris, but thanks for coming over for a chat.
Thanks for having me.
Now, this is your third Merritt Murray medal tonight. Would you say this is the happiest Merritt Murray medal you've been to so far?
Yeah, certainly. I think obviously the boys are pretty happy with the year we've had. Probably haven't had as many wins as we wanted, but we've certainly showed a bit of improvement. So, yeah, I guess the vibes are up and about in the room, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to a little bit of a break, but then, yeah, getting back into it when we start in November.
Now, what about yourself, Harris? Obviously, you know, at the tender young age of 20, you've been holding down the defence back there. Do you reckon you're any chance of a podium finish tonight?
Nah, I wouldn't have thought. We've got a couple of strong midfielders in our team that I'm sure will score very highly. So, yeah, no, I'm just here to have a good night with a few of the fellas and that, and yeah, really exciting. You
got a tip for the Merritt Murray medal?
I can't go past Dane Zorko. I think he's the talk of the town at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, he's had a fantastic year, and I guess he got rewarded with his All-Australian honours. So, yeah, he's my tip.
So what did you make of your year and I guess your development at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've certainly grown as a player. As you said, with Daniel Merritt retiring last year, I guess the team sort of needed someone down back to take a little bit of control, and I guess with the help of all the other boys down there, I've sort of been able to make that spot my own. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a tough year at times, but I've certainly enjoyed every moment of it, and yeah, just can't wait for the next season.
Toughest opponent you faced up on this year?
My toughest opponent was probably Josh Kennedy over in the West. He was very unlucky not to win the Coleman medal, despite the fact he missed 5 or 6 games. So, yeah, I guess he's a really good player, and also Ben Brown from the weekend. He's a fantastic player, got great hands, and is also good on the lead. So, yeah, it was a good opportunity on the weekend. Probably missed that opportunity on him, but yeah, I look forward to getting back and playing him again at some point.
Now, we are going to be joined shortly here on the live stream by Hugh McCluggage and Jared Berry, two of the first-year stars who are also your housemates.
That's correct.
Can you give us a bit of an insight as to what they're like to live with? Maybe something we can bring up with them in the chat later on?
Yeah, no, they're good fellas. They've certainly grown a little bit since they first got here. They weren't sure how to cook toast when they got here, but no, they've improved and they're good fellas. But if I was to give you any insight, probably Hugh McCluggage. I certainly wake up most mornings to the sound of him blowing his nose. I don't know what's going on in his room, but yeah, he certainly blows his nose a fair bit and usually wakes everyone else up in the house.
All right, we might bring that up with him when we get him on shortly. And just looking at this year's first-year players in general, it was a pretty good crop from the draft last year. Have you been really impressed with how they've come into the club?
Yeah, I definitely have. I mean, their work ethic this year has been really good, and you can see that when they come to AFL level, they're just ready to play. Like, obviously with Hugh and Jared having early season debuts, and then even Alex Witherden coming down back and playing with us late in the season, just their abilities to have impact on the game as first-year players is fantastic. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to their growth over the next few years because they're certainly the type of guys that are going to drive us forward as a club.
Well, thanks so much for joining us for a chat, Harris. Do stay tuned because we are very shortly about to be joined by the club's CEO, Greg Swan. But for now, let's have a look at some of those first-year players from this season.